Hello, I'm Suzi Lilly from DivineBeingsOfLove.co.uk and welcome to the first video of my Galactic series, Starseed Planetary. In this series, I'll be bringing you videos on the various star systems that starseeds originate from, their typical traits and characteristics of each star being, and even what they look like in their spirit form. To ensure you see my videos, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel at DivineBeingsOfLove2121 and then hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. So this video is all about the indigo, crystal, rainbow and diamond children. But first, a little bit of information and background on the rainbow and diamond children only. 2012 was the end of the Mayan calendar. And this was a contract. And from there, the Orion children came in with their divine wisdom and enlightenment. And they were either coming directly from Orion or they were being birthed through Orion from other star systems to be here on planet Earth. As I said, they are a pure field of enlightenment and they need to uphold their vibration in order to be here on planet Earth. This planet Earth is a much lower vibration, and so they're not used to this lower vibration. So in order to be able to cope with it, they've needed to be birthed to parents who are able to hold that vibration for them. And these children are now around 10 or 11 years old as of 2022, 23. And they are highly noticeable. They stand out. They chose their parents, like I say, who would also be starseeds. And they'd also need a mother who'd be able to hold that vibration and carry a high vibrational child like this. These parents know that they would need to be able to uphold a lifestyle that this child would need, eating purer foods, being possibly vegans, having no TVs in the house, and keeping them away from fear-based programming. They have to do this in order to keep their field as high vibrational as possible because it is so precious. These children will be fulfilling their missions and purposes much earlier than we were able to because they were meant to be here as part of the Age of Aquarius, which is starting now. It's starting to unfold now on planet Earth. Due to the high light quotient on Earth now, these children are well into their mission. Hear and know what Earth needs to stabilize and be ready for the enormous expansion it will be undergoing in the coming years. It's also important to look at your own parents, as your mum would need to have had a certain light quotient and vibration to carry you as a starseed. From my own perspective, I can't quite see what light my own mum had before, because when I was born, I would say my mum was fearful to a certain extent because I was so different and I wasn't like other children. And so I think she desperately wanted me to be like others. So I feel this vibration for me is more relevant to my dad because he seems to have more light quotient within him and seems to be more connected with earthly life as well. So it can be different in that respect. So it could be that my dad actually needed me to be born at this time. I was born in 73. And to be so that he could help my mum carry me and be able to birth me into this lifetime. So an important note is that children who are born 2012 and onwards don't carry any karma from previous reincarnations on Earth. Why is that? Because they've been born to work on their own ancestral line and their own ancestral karma in order to free their ancestral line from being tied to this karma and passing it down from generation to generation. So this is part of their mission and purpose also on Earth. These children are so high vibrational, they can see immediately how their parents react to things. If there are any fears within them, if they're unable to heal and transmute these from their parents, then they will be able to do that all the time. They can discern very quickly who they can trust and some that they can't. They know so much about others. They can see auras, energy fields, open hearts and closed hearts, any holographic overlays, if there are any spirits with them. They are so amazing with their gifts and abilities and immediately in tune with others. I've seen children who I know are reading my field and can see my open heart because of the way they respond to me. And they look at me very intensely. Animals can also do this as well with me. They can respond very quickly to my open-heartedness. But it doesn't happen all the time because it depends on what that child is carrying at that particular point. So the light we shine out now is of a much higher vibration than before, and so we will be noticed a lot more. You may have experienced this yourself when people do a double take on you, or they stare at you, or even repeatedly focus on you. It's because you are different, you look different to them, you shine more brightly than they do, and that they may notice from others. So this isn't and shouldn't be taken in an egoic way, because it's truth, and truth always outshines the ego. You shine out source light, and people may naturally gravitate to you, or you may trigger people. It really depends on what's going on in that other person's life, depending on how they respond to you. You can be shining up shadow aspects of somebody. So this may also be a trigger and may also cause someone to be a little bit cold towards you. This is because you're showing aspects to them that they may not want to see themselves at that particular time. And I've experienced this myself. Children can feel all of this energy. And so we need to be extra aware of what we expose them to. For example, making them hug or kiss someone or encouraging them to do that with you. If the child doesn't feel comfortable with this, then we must never continue to encourage it because they are feeling that something isn't quite right there. We must respect the energy of that child and respect their actions and reactions surrounding this because they will be more able to show you through their body language what they really feel. When I worked in the nursery, this was something I saw a lot of people, a lot of parents do when they have encouraged their child to hug and kiss someone. The child may shy away because they're not ready. They can feel energy that isn't quite what they are attuning to. So we need to also be notifying and respecting the feelings of those children. A child will watch and absorb the behaviors of their parents as well, because they are that child's role models for the world, so that they may also hear phrases that an adult may say, but being quoted by the child. So they'll mimic you, and their behaviors will also mimic you as well. They're like sponges and they absorb and also mirror back those behaviors. So you may see yourself being shown back to you. As that child grows, they formulate their own thoughts of the world and they may question what their parents told them or showed them. Parents may have a difficult time watching their children go through these changes and may even try and pull them back. My own childhood was very much this way. I was so different from my family with my own thoughts and behaviors, although at the time I didn't understand why. So I was encouraged to fit in, but I didn't feel that I fitted in. And they would always make me conform to what they wanted from me, and conform as well to what they were expecting me to be like at any certain age. So I had a very muddled upbringing, and you may feel the same with this as well. But my parents, in their own wisdom, thought they were doing the right thing, and that's what we must be aware of. Not to blame our parents for the upbringing they gave us, because that's all they knew, and that's all they realized that they had to do for you, and they would have loved you. They're also bringing forward their own karmic cycles within their own lives. So generationally, how their parents would have been bringing up them can then bring that through from them to you as the child. So it's also important to be aware of that. So these high vibrational children are on the higher timeline, as they've been here to anchor in the new earth vibration. And this is fifth dimensional. And this has now been fully completed as of the summer solstice in 2022. So let's take part in the first stages of the Indigo children and what they look like. So these children began appearing on Earth around the 1970s, and they were the ones that stood out from the crowd to claim our rights, to create shake-ups in the world, and to also challenge and shift the reality of life. And they did this in order to pave the way forward for the changes that were coming for our Earth, for the collective. And these could be political changes as well, to bring about a greater good for the humanity. They also created a very loving, peaceful vibration as well, and a harmony and a feeling of community. So that was also very important in these Indigo children. They were so called because of their auric field. The energy field around our physical bodies was seen as an indigo blue color. So this was why they were called the Indigo children. Now, the common traits of an Indigo child, and you may resonate with some of these. You are strongly intuitive, and you know you're an old soul, so you carry a lot of wisdom. You're a free thinker, and you're a truth seeker. You tend to question authority, and you're here to challenge the systems of politics, education, health, and to bring them into alignment with the universal energies. You're here to create great change. You are creative, and you know you're destined to be here for a higher purpose at this time on Earth. You know, even when you were younger, you were gifted, you were spiritual, and you were intuitive. And you may even have been diagnosed under the autistic spectrum with ADHD or something similar. How to manage your spirituality as an Indigo child. Connect with nature. As much as you can, you need to stay grounded and focused and connected. When you connect with Earth, you are feeling the vibration of Earth. And therefore, your thoughts and your actions tend to be more of a much loving nature. Practice some form of daily meditation to connect to your inner self, your higher self, and your connections to the Earth, the universe, and way beyond. Express yourself with creativity. Use your visionary tools and skills to anchor your soul connection to the Earth. The physical traits of an Indigo child. You may have green or blue eyes. You may have a lighter tone to your skin and hair. You may look younger than your physical years, but you hold a lot more wisdom. You may even look androgynous, neither male nor female. So that's the Indigo child, and I hope that you enjoyed listening to me about that. Now we move on to the crystal children. These children have been on Earth since around the year 2000, and they're the ones that are bringing humanity together through art, life, and the feeling of love. As their name suggests, they are greatly connected with crystals and the crystalline structures on Earth. But this is not exhaustive, as they are also connected with the fluidity of nature and art, expressing themselves with their purity and gentleness of their spiritual nature. The common traits of a crystal child are you may love the crystals of the earth and use them within your own life and development and that of others too. And you know what others need. So you might instinctively know that somebody needs that particular crystal for the way they're feeling at that particular time. So, for example, if they're feeling upset, a really good crystal for that would be citrine, because it connects with the solar plexus, which is our governing chakra for emotions. And citrine is a yellow and white color. And the solar plexus is seen as a very beautiful sunshine yellow color. So they connect together really nicely. You're a sensitive soul and can be affected by environmental factors causing allergies, but you are also fearless. So you may be very sensitive to the changes on Earth. You might find that at the moment we have solar flares, and the environmental impact of those on Earth can cause emotional shifts within you. The moon patterns can also, the moon cycles can also cause emotional changes within you as well. You're an old soul and you've had many lifetimes and you've gained a lot of wisdom. You are here for people, animals, and the environment alike. And you want to give love to all of those things. You despise any kind of harm to any kind of being. It causes you a lot of distress, and you will feel this directly within your heart space. You love the angelic realm and past life memories as well. So you may connect to the archangels, the angelic realm, angelic healing, angelic Reiki, those forms of healing as well. Your parents may well be indigo children in order to carry you as a crystal child. You'll also be spontaneous, and you sometimes think without consequences. So sometimes the results aren't quite as expected as you realize. But that's not it's not a bad thing. You absolutely love hugging people, whether they know you or not, and whether you're known to them or not. This is your expression of love to others. You're very loving in your ways. You don't favor noisy or crowded spaces or environments because these cause imbalances into your sensitivity. You're here to learn, but love to self-teach as well. This is the way that you learn at your own pace and with your inner standing. You may also be diagnosed with ADHD because crystal children can be very high vibrational with lots of energy and high spirited. So you may be questioning a lot of things, and this may cause concern with others who don't truly and fully understand you. So how do you manage your spirituality as a crystal child? Again, connecting with your crystals is a really good way of managing your spirituality, understanding and learning to feel what they can do for you and to assist you in balancing your energy. For example, hematite is very good for grounding as well. So if you feel that you're not grounding yourself or you don't feel grounded within yourself, then holding some hematite will really help you to feel those energies and bring you back down to earth. Creating space and energy for yourself, time in nature, connecting with animals, plants, trees, all of those things will help you and will help you bring yourself back to your own heart space as well. Protect yourself and your energy, because it's very precious, and you can use Archangel Michael's indigo cloak to be able to wrap around you and to bring his energy closer to you. Because, for example, you don't want to overload your own energy field, so you need to protect first. Eating healthily is also a very good way to ensure that your body's getting the right nutrients and to assist in balancing your energy. So what does a crystal child look like? Well, they're known to have large, voluminous eyes that may be brown or green, and they might have a hint of indigo that contain a very spiritual depth to them. When you look at another, they may feel you're looking through them as you are looking beyond their physical body. So it does have, you do have a very wise and unique nature, which is beautiful. So now we move on to the rainbow children. So these children are the next generation who have come to assist Earth to evolve from the lower frequency of the third dimension into the higher, more loving frequency of the fifth dimension. They started to come through around 2000 as well, but more have been born and more will be born from 2010 to 2030. They are drawn to the more colourful surroundings, and as their name suggests, they are rainbow children, so they connect to the rainbow energy. They are here to show humanity a new way forward, without separation, division, or illusion, into one of love, harmony, peace, and bliss. They choose their parents, and they are usually crystal children themselves. So as you can see, you've got indigo children having crystal children having rainbow children, and then rainbow children have diamond children. So it flows down like that. So the common traits of a rainbow child. You bring in the rainbow energy of the higher frequencies, and these are needed for the ascension of Earth at this time. So you are also open-hearted, and you show love to those you know, who are unknown to you as well, who are very familiar to you, and you show this love in absolute abundance. You're very strong-willed, but you also may be perceived as stubborn or impatient. You carry no karma from previous lifetimes. As I said previously, these children are being birthed into the earth with no karma, so that they can concentrate on their own mission and purpose here. You have a much higher vibration. You have so much enthusiasm for life, and you have healing abilities from a very young age. So you might find that you can reach out to someone who's hurting and know exactly what to do at that time. You are highly intuitive, and you can easily transform negative emotions to positive ones and show others the way to do this as well. You are highly energetic with little time for sleep or rest. You may be known as hyperactive, but that's because you have such a high energy level, and it doesn't match that of the lower energies of Earth. So your parents will have an interesting time with you. So how do you manage your spirituality as a rainbow child? Being outside is a fantastic place for a rainbow child, as it connects them with nature. And nature is a very grounding energy for such a high vibrational being. Connect into your heart chakra and do this often, as that is where your loving energy flows. It flows from you and to you. And it's where your guidance from the universe comes. Connect to crystals, as these will also be a source of guidance to you as well. And some of them, like the clear quartz, can have a rainbow frequency within them when you look at them. These crystals help you to help the flow of energy between you and another when you're working or when you're healing. And these are, you're actually conduits for the collective. So you may be absorbing a lot of information and a lot of energy from others. So you will need to be able to ground and use your crystals to help you do that. So the physical traits of a rainbow child. Well, the obvious one is being a rainbow child. You love highly colored clothes. You love wearing those that reflect the rainbow. And you have big eyes like the crystal children. So that's the beautiful rainbow children. And now we move to the final one, the diamond children. These children are the fourth wave of high frequency souls and come onto Earth from 2010, 2011. In order to be a parent of such a child and to be able to hold the frequency of the pregnancy, the parents must also be spiritually awakened and evolved. They are here to hold the very high diamond sun healing codes of the new earth and to assist in building the foundations of this for generations to come, and for earth to be lifted away from the illusion of division, separation, loss, lack, anger, greed, and instability. So you have a very important job as well. The common traits of a diamond child are: you fully embody the diamond light of the universe. You find it hard to process the lower frequencies on Earth and be around those that hold them. You may have dietary sensitivities, food allergies, because much of the food on Earth is carrying a lot of toxin, so that your frequency cannot hold that lower vibrational food. You are highly sensitive and empathic with others and your environment, so you may be feeling a lot of emotion from others and from the environment around you as well. You can detect lies immediately and you'll question them to obtain the truth. You are highly intelligent and have many advanced skills and abilities for healing, intuition, psychic ability. You hold a high level of wisdom from your previous lifetimes here on Earth and from other star systems. You think and love from your heart. You love natural environments and will feel very in tune with them. You also love animals and will despise any cruelty towards them on any level. You may be seen as weird or strange, as you don't like to be part of the crowd, and you may isolate yourself to feel comfortable. So although I'm smiling, it's because I remember my own feelings at that time when I was a child. Due to this, you may feel that others may reject you, but it's just because you're not able to be around noise, inauthentic behavior, or lower energies. So building yourself into a community of like-minded beings will be really beneficial for you. How to manage your spirituality as a diamond child. Having awakened parents is really helpful. You'll be able to talk openly about things to them, about how you're feeling and how to be understood. Eating a clean diet, so eating lots of fresh food, even raw food is very good, raw vegetables, so you're gaining the vitamins and minerals that you need for your high vibrational work. Ensuring you have regular meditation practice to clear down any negative energy that you may have picked up from others. And this is also the same for indigo, crystal, and rainbow children as well. We are picking up emotions from the collective, energies from the collective. So we do need to have a daily meditation practice where we're clearing down our energy and almost resetting ourselves and also balancing our chakras. So the physical traits of a diamond child. You may have magical, intense eyes that are big and almond-shaped. Your eyes will magnetize many people just to look at you. People may double take you as they walk past because this is an energy that they're seeing in you that they're not used to. You may develop some headaches or problems with vision due to emotional triggers. So sometimes if you've been triggered emotionally, your eyes may well become blurred, and you know, you may not see as clearly as possible as you once did. But this is not to be concerned about. Obviously, if you are concerned about it, then go to get medical attention. But the blurriness is also our eyes adjusting to the new frequencies. So all of these children that I've spoken about, they also connect to the unicorns, dolphins, whales, orca elders, and the dragon realm. They may also connect to the archangels and the angelic realms as well, because they easily can attune their vibration to these frequencies, these galactic and high vibrational animals, what they carry. So you may see in all these types of children a true connection with them. So this is to be encouraged, as there is wisdom and knowledge being shared here. So this information is just a general outline for these children. So I hope you enjoyed the content of this video. In the next videos of this series, we'll be looking at the main individual star systems and the common characteristics and traits of the starseeds that have been birthed from them. So again, to subscribe to my channel at DivineBeingsOfLove 2121, hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And I'll also put my website, Facebook and Instagram information links for you there so you can follow me on those channels too. Sending galactic love to you all. Thank you.